back to Ion Radio. I'm John.
And I'm Ken.
And today we are back with you with Star Wars Armada.
That's right, John. So today I have brought a General Dodonna list with me using some of the older ships as opposed to the brand new ones. What did you bring today?
I brought a double splat, and we'll see how that goes.
We want to have a special shout out to all of our patron members for helping support the channel. If you are interested in joining our members and ranks of our Patreons, link is right here.
So let's get right to the fleets and to deployment.
Coming in at 397 points is my General Dodonna fleet. Dodonna is on Dodonna's Pride, his own CR-90B, which also is equipped with high-capacity Ion Turbines. We've got one big capital ship. It's an MC-80 battle cruiser with an intel officer, weapons battery techs, SW-7 ion batteries, XI-7 turbo lasers, and XX-9 turbo lasers. It is the Mon Caron. I have one MC-30C scout frigate, the Foresight, with Lando Calrissian, ordnance experts, advanced projectors, and assault proton torpedoes. 4 squadrons, the pair of Luke Skywalker and Wedge Antilles, Rogue Squadron, and 3 generic X-Wing squadrons.
Here's my Admiral Tarkin Republic list. It comes in at 395 points. The flagship has Admiral Tarkin on it. It is a Venator 2 class Star Destroyer. It has no clone navigational officers, clone gunners, the SPHA-T, thermal shields, ordnance pods, XI-7s, and the Tranquility title. The second ship is the Venator 2 class Star Destroyer, clone navigational officer, clone gunners, SPHA-T, thermal shields, ordnance pods, and XI-7s. My final 2 ships are the same. They are both Counselor class Charger C-70s with Link turbo laser towers. They're mainly there just for activations and somewhere to put a token to trigger clone gunners off of.
Here are my objectives. As usual, John gives me his choice of surprise attack, contested outpost, and solar corona. I'm going to choose surprise attack because I just personally want to do something different. The last time we played solar corona, I kept losing all my accuracies. So we're going to do surprise attack, although if this was a tournament, I would choose solar corona. Here is Dodonna's fleet set up, surprised by an attack with the Republic forces. Dodonna's on the CR-90 on the station, flanked by all of the squadrons hoping to protect him from non-existent flights on the opposite side. The main attack ship is the MC-80 in the middle with the Foresight off on the far end. Everything is moving at speed 2, anticipating what raid tokens we're going to get.
Here's my setup. My 2 Chargers are going speed 2. This is my Acclimator, not flagship, and it's going speed 2. And then this is Tarkin. He has 2 navigates and 4 concentrate fires on him, and the Tranquility tile going speed 2. Just going to try to move across the board and do Venator things. start of turn 1 and we have some things to go. The surprise attack stack goes off and Ken's going to get a navigate raid token on all of his ships. Then we're going to do Tarkin. Tarkin's going to spend off a concentrate fire, and all of my ships will get a concentrate fire token. Go ahead. Now we can begin the game.
Now we can begin the game. So we're going to start with an activation of the MC-30. I have a nav. We're going to take that as a token, because I can have the token and a raid token. We're just going to move forward our speed 2. Like so. Dodging these debris fields.
Hey, we're going to go with number 2 here. It's got a nav. We're going to use it as the dial. I have no shots, but we're going to go ahead, jump up to speed 3, and do that. I am here ready for a brawl.
Dodonna. Nav. We're going to take that as the token. And no shots, so let's move along at speed 2. Getting right past the station, keeping some distance between me and your Venators.
We're going to go with this ship, navigate, use it as a dial, jump to speed 3, and we're doing the same maneuver as this other ship did. Right to there.
Mon Cairn. Mon Cairn is going to show a nav and take a token. And then we're going to move. We are just out of range of those C-70s. Here we go. Did not land on that other asteroid, but I am kicking this over.
Going with the flagship. Got a nav. We're going to jump up, I think, to speed 3 because I don't want the surprise to be ruined and Ken to run away. So we're going to do this maneuver right to there, and then I need to do some measuring and some thinking because I'm going to throw out a SPHA-T token. I think we're going to just have to drop it out the front. Which wasn't exactly my plan, but somewhere like that. I'm going to go with my other Venator. Again, I'm ready to rumble, so let's play this game. I have a navigate, and we're going to use it to jump up to speed 3. And I think we're going to do this. Do you mind moving that ship for me? And I think we're going to just drop it in right there. Which it's close.
That is close. That's closer than I thought it would have been.
But it's there.
Good shot there, John.
So now I need to trace some line of arc. I do have you lined into your side, so we're going to throw this forward as far as I can, because fun choices are fun choices. Now we go on to squadron phase.
Squadron phase? It's only me. So we're just going to move a bunch of fighters into this narrow gap. And these were all touching each other, so these can go next to each other. And we're going to do the same thing over here. That's not going to go quite as far. And Luke is the one that's a little bit more important. So he's going to go as close as he can here.
Okay, this round's surprise attack is concentrate fire.
Okay, so we're going to put confires on each one of these.
And then Tarkin says everyone can have a navigate, but we're only going to actually pass them out to the Venators.
And then I get to activate. So we're going to start with Dodonna. Dodonna has a squadron. We're going to use that as the dial. We're going to activate Luke Skywalker. Luke is going to move right alongside the Venator in front of him because I was just out of range. He's going to fire into the side. And Luke bombs with a black die, ignoring shields. For a hit.
That's going to go right through the shields. And I'm going to take the damage.
Really hoping for the crit. Now I'm going to make a shot. We are at medium range to the Venator, so we'll go side to side. I have 2 dice, and then Dodonna does have high capacity ion turbines, so I have 3 blue dice. Really need a crit. So you get to spend your defense tokens.
I'm not.
Okay, so I'm going to use Dodonna's Pride, and you are going to get a face-up damage. So I get 4. Okay, you can have a coolant discharge.
Yep. And that's why I did not salvo you.
Too bad, that would have been great if you did.
Yeah, I outsmarted you there.
You did, John. That's okay. So I have no other shots, because we did measure this, and I'm just out of arc on the rear. So staying at speed 2, and we're going to, because I think the edge of the maneuver tool will bump this. So 1 straight. Plenty of room. There we go.
Okay, we're going to go with the flagship. It is revealing a concentrate fire. I'm going to use it. At the same time, I'm going to tap Clone Navigational Officer to say that I'm going to pass a navigate token over to the other Venator.
Gunfire.
Yes. And then we're going to have to make our SPAT attack. And we're going to shoot into your side right here. And that's close range from the token into your side. But we are at long range total from the ship. That's going to be 5 blues and a black plus a concentrate fire dial. Here we go. Let's see what we get. Strongly dislike blank black dice. So we're going to concentrate fire in a black dice. Man. So that's 4 damage. We're going to clone gunners from this CR90 over here. Wham, at distance 5. And we're going to add in a blue, and we're going to block out both your evades. I have XI7s take 4.
Well, okay. I'm going to have to use the redirect if I want to not take huge amounts of damage. So you're hitting the side. I am going to push 1 over here. Wait, you're firing with that one, right?
Yes. Into your side.
Yeah, we'll push 1 into the rear instead. So there's 1, then 2, 3 as I pull the dial off. And then I get a crit.
I don't get to look at them?
Would you like to look at him, John? We already know that this deck, I'm shuffling it right now because I forgot that we already know this deck's full of nothing but structural damage or projector misaligned or your ship blows up. Crit is projector misaligned. Hull zone with the most remaining shields loses all of its shields. If multiple zones are tied for the most, choose between the tied hull zones and then flip this card face down. Because, of course, I get to choose, right?
Sure.
It's going to be the one back over here. So that one's down to 0 shields. That's the one I wanted you to have, John.
Yep. Okay, and now I'm going to ordnance pods out the front into these 4 X-Wings here.
All right.
So that's all your generics.
And Luke.
And Luke.
Wedge is back here. So Luke, and then
Yeah,
those
so
3.
we'll attack Luke first with the black. Hit.
Well, it's just 1, so I guess Luke is going to take it.
Okay, and then we're going to go down the line of generics, generic, generic, generic.
Okay, red squadron.
Miss.
Okay. Blue.
Hit.
And green.
Hit. And I will pull this bad boy up.
And then you get to overlap all of them.
I do. Going speed 3, we will ram.
Yes, you will ram.
And then that one and that one.
So these 2 for sure. And that one too, I think.
No, that was not. It's like there, I just sloppy. And that's it.
We will place them over here where they can shoot into the side of the Venator.
And then I take a damage.
And so does the CR-90.
Yes, it does.
My next activation is going to be the MC-80, because John can just wait. Squadrons, we're going to use the dial right away. I get to activate 2 squadrons. Both Rogue and Wedge are in range. So I'm going to move them. So Rogue is going to come right up and snug into the front of this C-70 here. And he's going to attack with a red die for a hit.
We will redirect it to the side.
Okay. And then we're going to move Wedge. Wedge will be right behind. And he'll bomb in. Wedge gets to fire with a black. For just a hit. Not getting the crits on the fighters.
I will take it to the front.
Alright. 2 shots. First one's Mon Cairn. We're going to go into the front to front. That's medium range. That's 4 reds, 3 blues. Okay, that's a good start. We are going to intel officer your evade.
Okay. So you're not going to spend the accuracy.
Well, yeah, I was looking at ways to get more damage. So you cannot use the contain. I've intel'd your evade. Take 2, 4, 5, and I have XI 7s.
Okay, I will force you to reroll the double and the red crit.
Okay. For 1 hit, so 3.
I will toss the redirect to redirect 1, take 1, and then the only 1 damage is getting through.
Yep.
And you get to look at cards.
Yep, unfortunately I don't get another damage in there to give you another crit. Damaged munitions.
While attacking another ship before you roll, remove a dice.
Well, I believe I have 1 more shot. It is obstructed from my side to the front of this Venator here, because let's make the shots while we can.
Okay.
So I'm going to...
Before you do it, I get things.
Oh, yeah.
I will thermal shield out, and you can remove the...
I get, or you choose which one?
I get to choose.
Yeah.
You can take out the blue.
So after thermal shields and obstruction, I get 1 red die. So let's see what happens. I get a single hit.
And while defending after the spend defense token step, if you spent fewer than 2 defense tokens, you may move up to 2 shields from any one of your hull zones to the defending hull zone. We will take 1 off the rear, move it to the front, and then take it away.
Okay.
So that was spent at the beginning.
Now I have to move. And I'm going to do this maneuver. So I'm just gonna,
redo that one.
yeah, just move Rogue Squadron out of the way. We're not going to overlap Rogue Squadron. We're going to face down that Venator. Actually, these are pretty close size comparison. The Venator and the MC-80 battlecruiser. There we go.
We're going to go with this ship, the highly damaged one, and we're revealing a navigate, and we're going to take it as the dial. Now we're going to make a medium range shot into the side of that CR-90, and because of the damaged munitions, I have to drop a dice, and I think I'm going to drop a red and just roll in a blue and a red right into your side, Ken. Or take a hit crit.
Hit crit, huh? Let's see how lucky I am. Go ahead and re-roll the red one. Let's see if you get a blank.
An accuracy.
An
It's
accuracy.
as good as a blank.
It is as good as a blank. But I do not want to take one just yet, and I'm going to get it either now or later, so we're going to spend out the brace.
The redirect?
Redirect, yes, thank you, to push that one over there.
Okay, so now my second shot is going to be against the front of your ship, and that will just be a red dice. So here we go with that shot. One red dice into your front. Double!
Wow, a double. I don't like getting a double, but you know, I'll brace it to one,
Just take it in the front.
and then just take it in the front.
Okay, so now I have this dial, and I have a plan. I just don't know if I can pull it off.
I think you're actually going to overlap me if you do.
I'm going to overlap one of your ships.
There you go.
We'll just have to see
Here we go.
which. I'm going to move both those out of the way for the time. This is going to be insanely close.
Because we know 2, you're going to ram the CR-90.
Is it going to be a shield dial? Yep.
Yep, it looked like that when you had the from this angle.
So I stay where I'm at, you take a damage, and...
Actually, it's this guy that takes the damage.
Which guy?
The
Yes.
Liberty. Which I'm okay with. He can take a damage.
And I take a damage.
Yep. Can it be face up?
No. Okay, and that's it for that ship.
Time for Lando on the foresight. We have a nav dial. We're going to use that as a dial. We're going to spend the token, the nav token, to get rid of the raid. So I still have a Confire raid, but the I can use the nav now. 2 shots from my side to the front of this C-70 at long. It is obstructed, and then the second one will be front to front on this C-70. So let's take the obstructed shot first over here to the damaged one. And there's nothing I can do about this. It's just going to be raw roll for an accuracy. And front to front. Let's see if I can get something here. I get a crit.
I will cancel it out.
Well, at least I made you use a token. And spending the dial, we're going to jump to speed 3. And in retrospect, I realized I didn't need to do that, but that's okay. So that will ram. Let me swap up to the speed 2 tool. The final position is here. And I take a damage.
I've already taken one. Okay, we're gonna go with my little guy. He's got a concentrate fire. And we're gonna shoot you. We're gonna shoot you into your front at medium range. So blue, 2 reds, obstructed. We're gonna drop the red. So I still have some choices. And I need 3 damage to hit.
You get 3 damage to hit. Or a crit, because you know I'll pull a structural.
No, I can't rely on that. We will concentrate fire. I'd rather it just be damage, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause then I won't kill you. We will concentrate fire in a blue dice. I should have kept the red. Who would have thought? We will block out your green just to make you spend.
So
token.
I'm gonna spend that out to make you reroll the double.
Could I hit 2 doubles in a row for the kill, or at least damage?
I think you stole my dice, John. Alright, so for those interested, the crit is Thruster Fisher, so that doesn't matter. Because it is now a blown up ship, and I do not get to use Dodonna anymore.
It hurt me enough, Ken.
It
You know hurt me enough.
Dodonna did his job.
Okay, so now I'm going to shoot side to side. I think we're at close range.
Wait, which one?
I'm
Side-
shooting into your MC30.
Side to front.
Yes, sorry.
Oh, okay, hang on.
I can't shoot your... I would if I could shoot your MC80, but I just literally can't.
Well, alright, go ahead.
Okay, 2 reds into the front of that ship. We will LTT the accuracy because it just doesn't matter. Okay, take 1.
So we will redirect it and using advanced projectors plop it onto the rear.
Sounds good. Now we're going to move. I'm going speed 3. And we're going to ram. And we're both going to take a card.
That's ramming the Liberty now, right?
Ramming the Liberty. There's a lot of ramming going
A
on.
lot of damage all the way around, John.
Going with my damaged coolant discharge Venator. It's got a concentrate fire. When we reveal it, we're going to use Clone Navigation Officer to say, hey, Venator, have a token on me. And then now I have no shot out my side into this ignition, so I lose the ignition, which is good for me, because now I can take this close range shot into your side.
Yep.
So that's going to be a double rainbow with a confire. So let's do this. Double rainbow, confire, into your side. Let's see what we get. That seems pretty good.
I see some doubles with the black. Just one, but...
Yeah. I think what we're going to do is we're going to add in a black dice with the concentrate fire.
Okay.
Didn't have it in the wrist. I don't have anything to reroll, so it doesn't really matter. And then we're going to spend off this token to add in an accuracy and say you can't brace. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have XI7s.
I don't like XI7s, but I have them.
You have them too, Ken.
I know. So, all right, let's. We'll redirect the 1 there, 2, 3, and how many total do I have to take? I think you said 5, or is it 6?
6
6. So I took 3, so I have to take 3 more
with a crit.
with a crit. The crit is Comm Noise. You may either reduce my speed by 1 or choose a new command dial on your top command dial. Then I have to flip the card face down. What do you want to do, John? Reduce my speed to 1 or set my command dial?
Set your command dial.
What would you like to set the command dial to?
Confire. What was it?
I had it as engineering.
Okay.
Because I figured I would be taking a spat. and then I could try and get out of it, but
Okay,
such
so
is life.
that's the one attack against ships
Correct.
that I can do. So now we're going to target all of these fighters. And we're going to start with Luke, which is a black and a blue. Let me get rid of that.
No, you may want to do that, yeah.
Black and a blue. Take 2.
So Luke will brace that down to 1, and he will be down to 3 health.
Okay, and then we're going to just go down the line this way.
Okay, so those are all generic squadrons.
Yep. So starting 4, 5, 4. Here we go. 2.
2.
0. That guy does not want to get hit.
No.
And then the guy on 4. 1.
You know why that one doesn't want to get hit? That's the one I think I painted on the channel a while back ago.
That would explain it. And now we're going to ordnance pod the entire side.
Okay.
And we'll just go down the line. So, hit,
Okay.
hit,
Oh, it actually took a damage this time, John.
miss on Luke,
Okay, and
hit.
all right.
And then we're going. And we're going speed 3. I am not going to clear. And I'm actually going to ram my ship.
Oh yeah, because you're. Hey, look at that.
And then we're going to throw out a spat. So my own ship gets a damage, I get a damage, that one gets a damage. We all get damage. And then I need my close range and my spat token. And this is a hard choice. I think we're going to throw it off the front. Even though that... somewhere like that.
Squadron phase. I have my generic X-Wing squadrons firing into the side of the Venator. So we're going to start with, let's see, we have green squadron, red squadron, and then we have blue. So we're going to start with green on 1 health. I suspect I will see a salvo here, but everyone rolling red. We have bomber, we have 1.
Salvo, and we'll redirect it to the rear.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a black and a blue, and I need 1 hit to kill this thing.
That's right.
Dead.
Oh, he's dead. That's okay. Now, the next one is going to make its attack in with a red for a double.
Brace it to 1, just take it on the side, please.
Okay, so we go from 3 shields to 1 shield.
I braced it, so 2.
Right. That's what I meant. Do as I think, not as I say. Try and figure out how to do that. Here we go, another red. I like this red die, it's been working for me. For only 1 hit though.
And then I'll just take it.
I believe that is all my squadrons.
Yes, and that is it, and we're on to the next turn.
Turn 3.
Start of the turn, last dial is a navigate, so your MC-30 can have another navigate, right?
Sure.
Then Tarkin's going to discard a Confire, and every single ship gets a Confire.
So we're going to start by activating the MC-80. I have a Confire. We're going to spend the dial, or use the dial rather, to wipe out all my raid tokens, which leaves me with a nav token, which I will probably be using later. So I need that to die. So I have to fire at it. 4 reds, 3 blues. I need what, 1 hit?
1 damage to go through.
This is such a waste of firepower, but it has to die. I'm going to
Doesn't
block.
matter, it's dead.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you're dead.
You could just leave your accuracies as damage and it would die.
Yeah. So okay, mission accomplished. Man, that would have been so much better against your vendor.
But you wouldn't have gotten that shot because I would have thermal shielded you.
True. And you know, as much as I want to take a shot at the Venator, I have no shields over there, and you would salvo me with a rainbow, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
So I'm not going to take a second shot either. In fact, what I'm going to do is just leave it as such. We're going to increase to speed 3 by using the token. And I believe I can dodge you.
You locked there?
Yep. Look right.
Yep. We're gonna go with my Corvette that's still alive. Barely. We got a concentrate fire, so we're gonna use it. I think I'm gonna just double tap into your rear here. So we're gonna start with the side, which is gonna be 2 reds. Okay, cool.
Okay.
And we will actually, hold on, I actually have cards to deal with that. Then we'll concentrate, let's LTT one, and then see what happens, and then go from there. Okay, and then we will concentrate fire in on this one for take 2.
Take 2. We will brace. No, I'm just going to spend the redirect
both to the
only,
side?
move both to that side.
Sounds good. And then we're going to attack from the rear, which is a blue and a red. See what it comes up with. We will LTT this one, because red dice, after the last attack, decided they don't like me. For double crit.
So now I will brace that to 1 and then lose the shield there.
Perfect. And then we're going to go ahead and take our move, which is going to land us over here. Sorry. It's somewhere like that.
Here we go. Lando in the foresight as I pick up both dials. I only want 1. Nav, we're going to use that to clear our raid tokens. And then I've got 1 shot. Now, John was out of close range, so I got to make a long range shot to the side. So 2 reds, let's see what happens. For
Hit and accuracy.
Hit and accuracy, I can't do anything with that, so he gets away scot-free. I'm at speed 3, I have no way to adjust this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wind up ramming my own ship, and I'll fall back like so, overlapping the tool.
Want to explain why to our wonderful
Yes.
audience?
So here's the thing. John has his SPHA-T token on this Venator, which he has to fire now at my MC-30, because that's all that's in his front range, which will save the Liberty for a turn. The only thing he could potentially do is maybe hit me at long range with the 2 reds with the other Venator, so it's a risk I'm willing to take, so I guess we're going to see what happens here.
Let's go with the Venator that can only attack ships once. We have a concentrate fire and we're going to use it. We have you at close range from both the ship and the token that I have to attack with, so I have to attack with it.
So into my side.
So that is going to be 5 blues and a black dice. So let's do this. Feels bad. Stupid. Stupid black dice. Let's con in a blue dice. And then we're going to block out both of your redirects. Take 4.
Man, they could re-roll the 1 crit. Re-roll the crit.
You are foresight, so you could re-roll 2, but I don't think
Yeah,
that's what you want.
I don't want
Don't want to press lock?
to. Yeah.
And accuracy,
So take 3.
3.
I have 3 shields. I'm going to take those 3.
Okay, so then second shot, not anything. We're going to flak all these squadrons out here. So that's a black and a blue.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the guy on 4 health.
Okay, so off the side.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
For hit.
All right.
And then we will attack Luke Skywalker. For a hit.
So he will brace that to 1.
And then we'll attack the guy on 2 health. Hit. And then we're going to go same direction backwards and use our ordnance pods.
Okay.
So guy on 2. Actually, that's the same direction. Miss. The guy, Luke Skywalker. Miss. Gosh, this dice. And then the guy on 1. Hit.
Okay, so he dies. Took out next one, John.
Woo! And then we're gonna spend this token.
We'll get it later.
Yep. And I'm gonna overlap your 2 squadrons. And we're gonna reduce the speed 2. And I'm gonna land right here. And then we're gonna put out that spat gun. So I'm dropping it along the angle as far as I can around your ship. I'm just going to put it on your ship.
That's
for
fine.
now.
We know where it's at.
We'll just reposition it when we need to.
Mm-hmm.
Venator with Tarkin. Con fire. We're going to use it. And we have, I wish it was medium, but it's not. We have a long range shot into your side, which is going to be 2 red dice. 2 red dice, and then we get to confire in. Here we go. Okay, then we will confire 1 in. 3. How much do I need to kill you?
You need 3.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna use clone gunners, which is why this ship is still there, to add in a blue. We will
I'm gonna squeak out.
unless it's a structural
Unless
and you
it's a
die.
structural.
Take 3, Ken.
All right, we're gonna spend this out because if I don't, then I'm in trouble. So you have XI7s.
1 to the front.
1 to the front.
What is it?
We're gonna show the people at home first. Damaged munitions. While attacking a ship, before I attack, I have to remove a die, and then I take 1 more.
Yep, leaving you on 1 health.
Leaving me on 1 health, because that's
That
what we
is
do.
so
We leave everything at 1 health.
frustrating. Okay, so now we're gonna flak squadrons, and that's with ordnance pods, and it's gonna be out the side. So we're gonna actually get wedge into this, but we're gonna start with the 1 on 2 health.
Okay.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Should be dead. Ugh. And then we'll attack Luke. Nothing. And then we'll attack Wedge. Hit.
Wedge has to take 1. Wedge decided he wanted to jump off of his stand and fly in a different direction.
And then we're going to reduce speed to speed 2. We're going to do this, which is going to ram my own ship.
We'll move like so.
And then we will throw out the spat again. And it's going to go right there.
Squadrons for turn 3. We're going to start with this Venator over here, so the non-capital ship. We're going to start with Wedge and then go... we're going to do Rogue Squadron, then Wedge. So, Wedge. Rogue rolls in a red for an accuracy.
We will salvo.
All right.
That's a black and a blue. Or take 1.
Okay. I can deal with 1. These guys haven't been touched yet. And then Wedge is going to fire. Wedge gets a black die into the rear for a hit crit.
We will brace it. And just take it.
The next thing I'm going to do is we're just going to move this squadron out of the way, because as much as I want to bomb stuff, I think he's better off hiding, and then Luke will shoot at the side of the Venator. So that's another black die for hit crit, and that goes direct to shields.
Okay.
Or it goes direct to hull.
So I will brace it to 1.
Mhm.
I will contain it to negate the fact that it's a crit.
Yep.
And then I will salvo you.
Okay. So, all right, we'll do that.
2 dice. Take 1.
Luke will take 1. And then he's done. And now we go on to turn 4.
Yes, we do.
So turn 4, we have no more raids, but you have some target stuff.
I will discard a con fire to add a concentrate fire to all of my ships.
We're going to do MC-80. We're going to use it as a nav, as the dial. I was kind of thinking about this a little bit. I could shoot at John, but then he's going to salvo back. So I think the best thing to do right now is just run away. So I'm at speed 3. That's the max speed I can go. And I believe I'm just going to bump him back a little bit for a second. If I go this way, I'm going to be out of range of everything.
We're going to activate my little ship over here. We have a navigate. We are going to use it as a dial. And we're going to take medium range, obstructed shot into your side. So we're going to go with the rear shot first, which is drop the blue, roll in a red. Take a double.
Ooh, all right. Let's make you re-roll it with a
Evade.
with an evade.
Take a double. I'm like really pushing you here. This is what it normally feels like.
So here we go. We'll use advanced projectors to shove this to the opposite side. So 1, 2.
Okay, now we're going to take that rear shot, or side shot, into your side. For a blank, and we'll LTT it.
LTT it.
For another blank.
All right. The foresight lives to see another day. Well, at least another activation.
And then we'll do this and swing ourselves out of the way.
Foresight. Nav. We're going to use that as the dial. We're going to take no shots. We're going to try and salvage what we have. We are going to kick up to speed 4. And I've been playing around with this a little bit. I think this is my only real chance I have here of surviving. And we will see if that does the trick, and I think it will.
Okay, we're going to go with Tarkin. Tarkin has a concentrate fire. And I have at long range, medium from here, a spat that has to go into your ship. So that's going to be 5 blue dice. I need this to come up insanely perfect. Twice, pretty much, for it to work. I need to block out somehow all your tokens.
Yeah.
Oh, Con, this is stressful. I mean, that's not as
Good
many
start.
accuracies as I need, though. So we will concentrate fire in, and we're going to spend our token, because it's really going to be the last thing, because I want to keep my options open. It's just not going to do it. Then we'll take this token off of this guy to add in an accuracy. We will block We will block, and you can take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will you pull the game structural, Con?
Well, so what we're going to do, spend defense token, we are going to discard Lando to have you re-roll
The whole lot?
the whole lot.
Roll Lando. Another Rebel shenanigans saves the day.
Here's the gambling part.
Yep. That's going to be... You're going to still take a crit.
So, but you have XI 7s, right?
Yep.
So if I do this, I can redirect 1.
To each field shield facing that you have.
So I can actually shove 3.
Yes.
All right, so
with the advanced projectors.
1, 2, 3, and I have 1 more,
Crit.
and that's a crit.
That's why I needed that last
You
hit.
needed the last hit. The crit is Thruster Fisher. When I change my speed by 1 or more, I suffer a damage.
You have...
I'm at speed 4. I'm gonna have to eventually do it, but I got a bunch of shields.
You have 2 shields, not a bunch.
Yeah, that's enough to get me to the end of the game.
So then we're going to do this, which is going to ram, and I will drop to there. Just taking ram damage to put myself in a position, and then we're going to throw out the last spat of the game, at least for me. Which will be at medium range. Okay, Venator. I forgot to flak, but we'll do that in a sec. Confire. We have rear shot, red and a blue into your rear at medium range. And we're gonna take it. And confire in after we see what happens. For 1 hit so far. And we're gonna confire in a blue. For take 2.
Alright, we're going to burn out 1 of those to force that to the front, and then I'm just going to take a regular one because with my luck, I will draw a crit and then it'll be structural and that would be bad.
Okay, and then we will ordnance pod, which is what I should have done. So we'll hit Luke first because he's the only one that really matters. With a black dice. Hit. Luke's dead.
Luke is dead.
And then Rogue Squadron. And then the other dude.
Wedge.
Hit.
Wedge is going to take. So each one of them got hit?
Yep.
Now if you want, you can stay within range 1 of me, and then I can attack you.
And then I'll salvo you. And we'll move here. And I have to drop out the salvo just in case there's any chance of this. So we'll drop to there and see. Just out. That's your fighter phase after
So,
this.
you know what? Here's what I'm going to do for squadrons, John. I'm just going to move them away.
Okay.
So we've got Wedge, who's going to almost make it to the debris field. Woo! And he will make it to the debris field, and he is well out of the way. Turn 5. I got nothing special. You can do any Tarkin stuff?
We'll throw out a nav.
So I'm going to activate the MC-30 with the nav. I'm going to use the dial because I need to use the dial to just make sure I stay on the board. Since I'm at speed 4 and I don't feel like reducing my speed
move him a little bit. So I don't have to suffer damage. I'm going to wind up over here. I think we can call it, John.
Yeah, I think we can. We'll play with the ships to just make sure, but I think this is going to be the end of the game.
So we're back. We've got a 7-4 in the books. John, you win again, but are we really surprised?
That was a really close game.
A lot of ships with one hull. You had your 1C70, both of mine. Although at the end I had some engineering which kind of cleared that up. And man, I was like real close to hitting myself
black
again.
dice betrayed me.
They did.
Almost every black dice I rolled came up blank against ships. I just needed one of them, one of the like 6 times that I rolled it to come in as a hit.
Yeah. That crit I chose for you.
Yeah, that changed the game.
Completely devastated.
If you didn't choose that, it would have been a tabling turn 3.
Probably. So I got lucky in that regard, and actually surprise attack, after having played the game, I think was the best choice of the 3, because we were discussing afterwards, Solar Corona I would have placed probably in the middle.
Yeah.
You would have just positioned your Venators in such a way where you open up the field and spat me to death.
Yep.
And contested outpost would have been 120 plus a ship, so even if the score was the same, you would have, like 9-2'd me, I guess. Would be the most likely outcome. You might even have 10-1.
Yeah.
It is what it is. A lot of fun, though. I had fun playing this game.
Yeah, this game wasn't like weird, stressful until the very end when we're all like just limping away. But like it was just kind of fun. You moved, you threw lots of dice at me. I moved, I threw lots of dice at you, and then we just kept going back and forth throwing dice. So I enjoyed that.
I didn't get to make full usage out of General Dodonna this game, but I did get 1 or 2 hits that wound up being critical to the outcome of the game.
Completely. He won that portion of the game for you with that 1 crit.
Right.
Otherwise,
it would have been a completely different story. Gunnery teams would have been a better choice on the Liberty, because then I think I would have probably killed off the other C-70, which needed a hit more. It still would have kept the game close, would have scored me another 52 points, and I think we would have been within 20 points of 6-5. But still, I mean, there was reasons I did what I did with this particular list build. Having the advanced projectors and foresight actually saved my bacon.
yes, it did.
So that wound up being a good thing. I don't know if the XX9s are the right thing for this build.
It is because of a Dodonna. You just
I just didn't get to use it. So, I mean, it's kind of one of those things where situationally it'd be great. The X-Wings kind of did their job. Not really. I should just kept them out of the fight, really.
They're just there to slow down
Other squadrons.
You don't have the ships with the squadron capability to really push them.
Right.
So they're just defensive.
Yeah.
Unless you did what you did and you just set them in front of me.
Right.
So it only works really against slowing down a squadron ball that's attacking you to try to kill you, or like this, no squadrons that you can just sit at somewhere and the person's not going to just dedicate flak to killing you.
Right, and I made the critical mistake here of not really paying too much attention to what you had, and again, those ordnance pods just murder on squadrons. So, top tip from Ion Radio, when you are going up against a squadronless force, and you have about 6 X-Wings, just keep them in a corner somewhere and neglect giving them the points, because that was
killing Lucas
50 points.
It.
Yeah, really. So that would have been an 18-point game, give or take, maybe even less. So, next time I'll have to do that.
So we'd like to give a big shout out to all of our Patreon supporters. If you would like to join their ranks, there's a link down below.
If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Check us out on all of our social media like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you'd like to talk to me and John, come join our community at Discord.
Thank you for watching. I'm John,
And I'm Kevin.
and this is Ion Radio.